Born October 11, 1991 in a town called York in the northern region of England, weighing in at 176 pounds or 80 kilos and standing at 6'1 or 1.85 meters, Mark Chanda was an exceptional and well-rounded student. He would go on to graduate secondary school at the age of 12 and take an internship at a prestigious British tech company during his gap year, where he contributed to the design and function of security system prototypes. At the young age of 14, he was accepted into the University of Cambridge in the Department of Engineering, where he majored in electronics and computer engineering. He would later go on to earn a Bachelor of Science and Engineering and a PhD in Electrical Engineering. His intelligence caught the attention of Britain's National Security Office, the Government Communications Headquarters, or GCHQ for short, since he had one of their systems, Tempora, as part of his training. Demonstrating acuity in code breaking, he became an intelligence officer within the Signals Intelligence Unit. The experience would prove to be valuable, with him later being recruited into SAS and then Team Rainbow after that. He is noted being in a cyber counter-terrorism unit who has joined monitor hacktivist groups with portions of file redacted. He continues to contribute to the Applied Technical Research Team and has recently expanded his field of study to include learning Korean. Just like Thatcher, Mute had a psychological assessment done on him by former director of Rainbow, Harry Pandy. His psychological profile reads, Chanda is highly intelligent and analytical. He is used to being the youngest and smartest one in the room. A man of few words. He prefers brevity and clarity to extemporizing. His curt nature is easily misconstrued as rudeness. The first chunk of his psychological report reads, it may not be immediately clear why Specialist Mark Chanda's codename is Mute. While he dislikes small talk, he isn't particularly reserved and in fact can be brash. A trait that is off-putting to some. Whatever social agitation he experiences, there are some indications that he's unable to shake it off. I suspect it's because he's impatient. He needs to appreciate that there are different approaches to solving a problem. Interestingly, Specialist Mike Thatcher Baker seems begrudgingly tolerant of him and has been known to speak up in Chanda's defense. His codename is Mute for a reason. The second chunk of his report reads, Chanda tends to gravitate to certain personalities. In particular, I've noticed that he's been interacting with Specialist Timo Glazkov lately, because Chanda revels in deconstructing equipment to create something new. I think he's drawn to abstract thinkers, and Glazkov has a similar talent for seeing complex situations in a unique way. He seems to connect with people that get him, which I think is pretty normal. The third chunk of his report reads, given his background in information security, Chanda understands secrecy and seems uncomfortable with expressing himself or with personal questions. In his field and here at Rainbow, information is a critical life and death commodity. So of course I respect this, but only up to a limit. I had to find another way in, and we managed to find common ground in discussing history of all things. Pretty self-explanatory, that one. The final chunk of his report reads, for someone so focused on science, he surprised me. His hometown of York is one of the most historic cities in England, and it's a city I adore. He described in wonderful detail how he had to pass the Gothic church on his way to school. He liked to lean back and look up at the bell tower for so long that it made him wobbly. My meeting with Chanda reminded me that we here at Rainbow tend to focus on how our operators excel in the STEM fields. But there is great value in our operators having passion and interest across a broad spectrum of studies. Chanda demonstrates why he's much more than someone who is used to being the smartest person in the room. Despite his young age, I'm certain he has something to teach the others. Self-explanatory once again. Here's some fun facts about Mute before I end it off here. Mute wears a C50 CBRN mask, which is a respirator mask used for various situations such as dealing with chemical, biological, nuclear, radiological, and anything toxic. In Mute's operator video, he is seen with an ACOG equipped to his gun, even though you can't actually equip it in the game. He is of Indian descent based on his last name being Chanda. Mute has some pretty cool lore if I'm being honest. What's your favorite piece of lore from Mute? Let me know in the comments. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new for more content like this. And I will see you legends in the next one. Peace.